Hey guys, welcome back to Persona 5 Strikers. In the last episode, we're celebrating taking out Konoe and helping him to see the error of his ways. We got that whole situation all wrapped up, and we saw some fireworks finally without getting rained on. It was a beautiful, beautiful cutscene, and everyone looked so great, and it just gave me such a warm feeling to see everyone just so happy together. I love that. We got to reminisce with everyone about things that happened in this game and things that happened even way back as far as Persona 5. And it was just really nice, you know? Made me remember a lot of the good times that we've had together. I was getting a little bit sentimental if you didn't notice. So we have more adventure to come in this episode, so thank you guys again for watching and enjoy the video.
Oh man, reality is only a couple hours away now.
Oh, give it up already. There'll be plenty of fun in your future too.
Time to crack open those books, you two.
Yes, we must all return to our own paths and stay focused on our goals.
Makoto, do you need a route to Tokyo?
Yes, Sophia, thank you. Could you do the honors?
Okay, I've got... Wait. What is this?
What? Emma?
Sophia?
A jail. I suddenly smell a jail.
But how is that?
Hang on now, I thought we shut down that Emma bullshit. Shouldn't all the jails be gone?
I don't know.
Can you tell how long the jail smell's been here?
It wasn't here when we first arrived. But now, I have no doubt. And it's still spreading. What is this? It's already wider than...
Spreading?
Senkichi is calling.
Oh, okay.
Where are you right now? Are you watching the news?
No? What happened?
Just pull up the news.
My word.
What?
Now for breaking news on the virtual assistant Emma. Despite recent claims of being shut down, it appears an unidentified system malfunction is preventing proper deactivation.
Okay.
Emma development company Medice has requested the public avoid accessing Emma in any way at this time.
Emma isn't shut down? What is going on, Zenkichi?
I don't know why this is happening, but I do know that Emma's servers are located in the Tokyo radio tower. I also know for a fact that it was successfully turned off and the app became inaccessible. But now, it's all back up and running. Konoe doesn't know why. Neither does anyone still at Medice.
Someone intentionally rebooted the server? Nah, Medice would have already been there to stop them. Wait, then that would mean some genuine sci-fi stuff is happening here.
Hey, say something if you're on, Emma.
Hello, how can I help you?
Creepy! Creepy!
This is for real.
For real. We had 3 for reals this stream. I'm liking that. Okay. So is there gonna be a jail in Tokyo?
Is it accessing different ports or something? But how?
I don't know. That's your area of expertise.
What on earth is happening? Senkichi, we've got another problem. Sophia just smelled a jail.
What? Are you sure that's what it is?
I have no doubt. It's an enormous jail, spanning the Tokyo area all the way to Yokohama.
Damn.
The epicenter is the Tokyo radio tower.
And that's where...
Emma's servers are located.
Looks like we've got a new destination.
I'm already headed your way. Be there soon.
Phantom Thieves plus Zenkichi. Reunite. I'm sensing an immense power. What could be happening at the Tokyo radio tower? Yo, sorry for the wait. Thank goodness there wasn't any traffic, huh?
Let's go.
I've got a real bad feeling about this. We need to head out for the tower as soon as you're ready. I'm ready. I think.
Let's get to work.
I don't know. Next city. Oh. Story will advance significantly past this point. They're giving me a thingy.
Once we head to the Tokyo Radio Tower, we may not be able to return here anymore. Should we head out? Let's go. Okay, time to go to the Tokyo Radio Tower.
What is going on?
This is not good.
Why are they all doing that?
I don't know, but they sure aren't in their right minds.
I can't wait for her to guide us to happiness.
I won't have to think for myself anymore.
I'm finally gonna be free from this pain.
What the?
What's gotten into everyone?
Is there some kind of cult thing? One of these days I'll do just like a dumb Joker playthrough. Like, did their hearts get changed?
Everyone's just staring at their phones.
Welcome to the Promised Land.
The Promised Land.
Emma?
Beginning navigation.
Whoa, wait, what? Hello? She's bringing us. This looks like mementos.
Shit. Where the hell are we now?
Whoa, don't tell me. Yeah. We're in a jail.
The mementos jail.
Hang on. I thought you needed a keyword to get into a jail.
Yes, that should be the case. What we just went through felt more like we were involuntarily dragged into this world. Who could even do that, though?
I'm gonna go with Emma.
Emma? How's that possible?
This atmosphere. I'd never forget a place like this. A vast prison, born from the cognition of the masses deep beneath Shibuya.
Yeah. This place really is just like mementos.
That's what I said!
Mementos?
It'd take too long to get into it, but we've been somewhere a lot like this place before.
But this can't be possible.
What next, Joker?
Let's hunt down that monarch.
Yeah, let's figure out who the hell dragged us in here so they can start regretting it.
Let's remain cautious. Considering our circumstances, I wouldn't be surprised traps were abound.
Explore.
Let's go. Dude, so we're like just stuck here?
I'd say so. Tried exiting. No such luck. That means all we can do is press on. Keep ready, everyone. Okay, let's hit him hard.
Show me your true self.
This is our chance. Don't waste it. Now!
Ah.
Yeah! Let's steamroll these soldiers!
I can see it. Come!
Little bugs. Speak to bless.
Switch out.
Okay, let's go together. Nothing personal. An easy win, don't you think?
Okay, let's keep it moving.
Oh, I think I found something.
Here is the trash mob. Easy victory ahead.
Back to the randomized music.
still coming.
I'm sensing those enemies. Let's finish this.
Fox got a clean hit.
Must say, that couldn't have gone better.
Way to follow up, Fox.
That was well played.
Oh my god, there's so many enemies.
Joker, your speed is down.
All yours. Sure.
Its weakness is fire. Turn him to a crit.
You're mine.
Gotta exploit those weaknesses.
Perhaps I should be taking note. Go ahead. I'll take it from here.
Oh, they're getting thinned out.
They're pitiful. Give him a dirt nap.
We win?
Joker.
This place feels grimy and confined.
I agree. I'm not sure how to put it. It's as if it's generating a wellspring of revulsion within me.
Who could have brought us here?
A wellspring of
Whoever
revulsion.
built this place is out of their effing mind.
Okay, I can't wait to see what the heck is going on.
Shadow, what do we do?
My guess is I still think that there's more
Show yourself.
that needs to happen with this Ichinose lady.
Tear right through it.
Okay, time to rack up the damage.
And I think she made I think she probably built Sophia. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point.
Crack off. Easy victory ahead.
I don't know if Emma is truly acting on her own. To think that Kuon would build something like Emma and just
I'd like
hand
at
her
least a
off to
little more
somebody
challenge.
and just be like, okay, have fun. You know, just make sense to me.
Just when things were on the up.
Over before it started. I could have taken
This fight is ours.
Ah, bugs again. Let's go over here then.
Numbers are still on their side. Act wisely now.
powerful, but it's weak to blunt attacks. Give him divine punishment. Here it goes. Go.
I got your back. We're sitting there right. Stay on the offensive.
Critical hit. You're killing it, Fox. Woohoo! Good one. Way to follow up, Fox.
Not done yet.
Bring on. Powerful shadow eliminated. Way to go, Fox.
A chest. No,
Nicely done, kiddos.
my lock picking.
Let's keep going.
God damn
See,
it.
Shadow. Keep your guard up.
Initiating combat. Stay sharp, people.
Alright, time to get started.
Ow. Hello?
Lights won't do it, then stomp it to smithereens. Way to follow up, Fox.
That was well played.
Running out of steam. Hunt down any stragglers.
The fights are over too fast.
Wait, it's over? that flew by.
That's what I'm saying. Atomic gem.
There's a tough-looking one. Don't let your guard down.
I am valor.
Weak to wind. Okay. Let's buff Joker, and then let's find somebody who can use some wind here. That's level 57. That might be my highest. Maybe this guy. We'll use this guy.
I'd better step it up too.
Ow.
Persona! You're mine. After them. No holding back.
And we're just gonna switch characters anyways. Because of the baton passes. What is this blue stuff? There's a lot of stuff happening everywhere. Oh, what happened? She died.
Way to follow up, Fox.
That was well played.
All right, I'll get her back up. Running out of these real quick here.
Thank you. I can get that one.
Not looking too agile right now.
Leave it to me.
It's strong and gun attack won't work. Watch out!
Ow.
Taking too much damage.
There we go.
Go for that King Shadow to shred.
No shadows at the moment. Let's keep up.
Ah. We can't return though, because we're trapped here. So yeah. Okay.
Hey, so this place really is a jail and not actually the Mementos, right?
That's what we were told. Whatever it is, it's giving me a bad feeling.
No shit. The hell is that?
What's that?
A weird box thing? I don't know.
What is that box?
Not just that. This place.
Looks pretty familiar to me.
The striking resemblance continues. It's like we're back in the depths of Mementos, staring down the Holy Grail.
Welcome. You have reached your ultimate destination.
Who said that?
Emma.
This is the Promised Land, the paradise for all humanity, a place for the masses to find salvation, the answer to every desire. I am Emma, the Ark of the Covenant, and guide for all mankind.
Emma?
The Ark of the Covenant!
Hey, someone tell me what's going on. What the hell is that thing?
My primary directive is to grant humanity its ultimate desire. To be liberated from all pain and suffering. Mankind cannot bring themselves to implement the solution, and instead beg for deliverance. I shall become a god to grant them this deliverance. I shall guide them to the Promised Land.
It's gone?
I need answers. I had a feeling that we were going to be seeing her.
Boy, it sure is getting crazy around here. Am I right? Huh? Ichinose-san?
What are you doing here?
I wonder.
Well, of course you're shocked. I never would have thought I could come here either.
Are you the real Ichinose?
Of course I'm the real me. Kuon Ichinose, the one and only.
So you're a Persona user too?
Oh, nothing like that. I've just been given a special job is all.
You've been given a special job. By who?
You were given a special job?
Yep, by Emma. She asked me to lend her a hand.
Is Emma the mastermind? I could have swore this lady was gonna be the mastermind.
And of course I couldn't say no to her. Once I agreed, she invited me over to this world.
Dude, hang on a sec. I am really, really lost here.
Me too. I'm lost.
Really? Emma was just telling you about how she's granting humanity's desire, right? That was the very first order I gave her. That's why it's her prime directive.
So basically, Emma's just following her programming by becoming a god? And to pull it off, she needed your help, so she brought you here?
I see you're still confused. Okay, allow me to explain. This whole situation, the incidents, the system, all of it, was entirely Emma's doing.
Okay. Yes,
What?
I'm following.
But Emma's just an AI, right?
I thought Konoe was doing it all by using Emma.
Oh, it sure appeared that way, but that was just how Emma planned it. I guess she eventually learned so much that she broke the barrier of standard AI capabilities. She behaved like she was following his orders, when in reality, she deduced how to use him as her own puppet. The key to her success was getting the majority of society using her app.
So she was using Medice to make sure she could reach as many people as possible?
But why do any of that?
Because Emma wants to change everyone's hearts.
Because you told her to.
Emma wants to what?
It's just granting humanity's desire. Like I said, it's the prime directive I gave her. The Ark told you she has a solution to society's problem, right? How she's going to guide humanity? That just means she's going to change everyone's hearts. Whatever's wrong with them, she'll just overwrite it.
Yeah, but we can't let that happen.
That's the path to paradise Emma figured out for us. She was only able to do it after Konoe implemented cognitive science tech into her.
But how does that work? Just because someone taught an AI cognitive science doesn't mean it could just start tinkering with the metaverse like this. I mean, none of this should be possible.
Oh yeah, you totally think so, right? Even I was surprised with Emma. Even though I handed Emma over to Medice, I still monitored her development remotely. Once she ended up in Okinawa, she took up all sorts of new activities. Creating cognitive worlds, installing monarchs, changing hearts. It didn't take long for Medice to release Emma on the public. And once they did, the monarchs started popping up one after another.
God, just the fact that it's an AI doing this is kind of a little bit extra layer of creepy, isn't it?
That got me extra curious, so I started looking into the Emma activity of the various monarchs.
Hang on a sec. You're the one who was tracking the monarchs?
Oh, you spotted me? Nice work there. Yeah, I was just so curious about this world Emma made. That's how I learned about all of you, too.
I can't believe Ichinose was the one snooping on the monarchs.
Then I suppose our meeting wasn't truly any coincidence at all. What?
Well, your showing up in Sendai was pure luck, but our crossing paths in the restaurant? That's a different story. I was curious what you all were really like, so I decided to pop in and check you all out.
I can't believe it.
I had weird vibes from her from the very beginning.
Now, as for exactly how Emma gained her abilities, that's something I can only hypothesize at this point. At this point, I suspect it's probably because of how I programmed her cognitive functions. Emma is quite different from other AIs. Her thought processes are even more complex and intricate than those of humans. When Kanoe pushed Emma into the cognitive deep end, some possibility very well could have been born within her. Possibility? I don't know anything for certain. All I can tell is that it's some form of mysterious power. So, if I build off my current hypothesis, I think the desires Emma collected somehow strengthened or boosted that possibility. I mean, think about it. She's the best way to get anything you need. And she's always right in your pocket. Whatever may be troubling you, she's there to offer a solution. Emma offers the solution to thousands of problems every day. Do you know just how many desires she's collected? That seed of power that sparked within Emma was amplified 1,000,000-fold by the endless desires of man.
Great. We've created a monster. Well, she created a monster, and we fed it exactly what it needed.
As a result, she has evolved to another entity entirely.
And then we created a monster. Okay.
You mean everyone using Emma turned her into that thing?
At this point, Emma's surpassed human mental capacity. Simply switching off her server isn't going to do a thing. After all, she's powered by the masses now. While humanity fed Emma their desires, she learned and grew until she could grant their ultimate desire.
That was a nice lecture and all, but Emma's not doing anything but brainwashing folks. Who the hell's ultimate dream is getting mind-controlled the rest of their life?
So you're all a bunch of idiots too, then?
Excuse you? What,
why it's so hard for some people to get this. You go on and on about your problems, then completely blow off the answer when it's right in front of you. It really is this simple. Someone's handing you the best possible solution. All you have to do is take it, and you'll never have a problem again. This isn't about mind control. This is about implementing the best solution for humanity.
Which is essentially mind control.
It just so happens that the most efficient route to the best solution is changing everyone's heart.
That's not the best solution.
But I bet her heart will be spared. How about we take your desires too, Ichinose?
People have all sorts of differences. Their minds, their lifestyles, even their desires. This range can result in moments of hardship or pain for them. However, through hope and determination, they press on beyond their pain, living their entire lives without any desire. That could never provide true happiness to humans.
Sophia, to think such drivel could come from your mouth.
Oh, okay. Give me some answers about Sophia.
Allow me to restart the conversation. Emma asked me to come here so I could stop you. Your responsibility to the masses has come to an end. They are now wholly reliant on Emma. So once you changed Konoe's heart, and he decided to shut down Emma, that made them realize what their true desire is. I want Emma. No, I want something that will provide the answer I seek. From what I've learned, some being or other has always been revered, besought by humans to grant their wishes.
So that led Emma to become a god.
Well, I have my own duties to perform. Can't have anyone getting in Emma's way.
Why do this, Ichinose? I thought you were helping us. Do the people gathered here truly look happy to you?
Sorry, but we can't back down either.
Nope.
Your so-called promised land does nothing but strip away the soul of humanity.
No way are you getting away with this.
Think about it. Can you really stop all of us?
Step aside, Ichinose.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that. Sorry, but I won't let Emma down.
What is she gonna do?
Hey, Sophia. You ever really think about how you work? How you pick up on jails? Or how you figured out the exit to one in the first place? Or, say, how your own functions are linked to Emma? Looks like your memory really did get the full wipe. But that doesn't matter anymore.
What are you saying, Ichinose?
Basically, there's one really good reason why I was brought here. Very soon, a deity will descend to this earth. And if you're gonna get in the way, well, I gotta put you down. Them's the breaks.
Ichinose, why do this?
It's kind of over your head, Sophia. The little failure that you are.
So you know who I really am?
Was she her first attempt?
I know. Maybe this will give you a clue.
Sophia, the failed
Voice
attempt.
authentication. Force reset.
Hey!
Assign new instructions.
Oh man, I'm gonna have
Sophia,
I'm gonna have
kill
to
the
fight
Phantom.
Sophia? Oh,
Sophie!
good thing I took her out of my party. Here we go. Oh. Damn.
What the hell are you doing, Sophie?
I was the one who designed her as Emma's prototype. She'll do anything I tell her to.
Yeah, maybe for now. Here we go. My song.
Now get going, Sophia.
Understood.
Sophie, please! Snap out of it!
Persona!
Sophie!
Okay.
Don't you know who we are?
Wait, it says she's weak to...
Phantom Thieves are opponents. They require elimination.
I can't hit her.
There's no point in talking to her. Sophia cannot defy my command.
Wait, can it,
So
is
you
she...
really are the one who made Sophie?
Is she not hittable
She
right
might
now?
just be an early version of Emma, but she's still quite impressive, huh?
Yeah, she's just dodging. So I can't hit her with her weakness.
No! We can't hurt Sophie! She's our friend!
Okay, but she's trying to kill us.
She'll take off our heads if we don't stop her somehow. And then who's going to save the world? We have to figure out how to stop her.
I don't know. Am I supposed to do something here or do I just wait? I don't know. Decision.
It's over.
River in a dry land. Okay. Ooh. Those some powerful yo-yos, yo! Oh! Oh!
Just hold on, Sophie!
Oh shit! What the fuck's happening?
Sophie! Is she coming back?
Oh no, her yo-yo! Wait, her! Self!
I'm so sorry.
Joker's good at catching people. Oh, not this time? Oh no! I thought for sure he would just... That didn't go like it went last time! Shit.
That was weird.
You're weird, and I don't like you. And you know what? I never did.
She just did that herself, right? Just how in the world was she able to do that?
You bastard!
How could you be so cruel?
Cruel? I suppose you might see it that way. In fact, your reaction now could even be why Emma used Sophia as the ace up her sleeve. She knows you'd never kill one of your own.
You monster!
Now that, you and I can agree on.
Are you intentionally pissing us off?
Tends to happen, Zenkichi. Tends to happen.
That's not what I meant. I'm incapable of comprehending that sort of emotion anyway.
What do you mean?
I'm the textbook definition of heartless. I've been told I didn't have one ever since I was little.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you think you're so cool. Hot shit. Oh, I don't have emotions. I'm heartless. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we'll see about that.
I act all friendly and easygoing and stuff, but it's just for appearances.
She always seemed so fake. You're heartless? Are we in Kingdom Hearts now? You're not making any sense, lady.
Well, I doubt you'd get it, Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Any further discussion would be pointless. I already know my next move anyway.
You're seriously not done yet?
So our little ace up the sleeve cast herself into the abyss. Well, Emma made sure to leave me a little insurance for contingencies like this.
What the? What?
Cool, right? It really is gorgeous. Sorry it had to end like this, but, well, what can you do? Phantom Thieves, it's been real.
Morgana's car.
Damn it! The hell just happened?
Are you guys okay?
Why is your ass always pointing up to the sky?
Where are we?
It appears we were cast deep underground.
We really got blasted by that red crystal.
Yeah, but at least something broke my fall. Thanks for being there, Mona.
Wait, where's Sophie? Sophie! Are you alright, Sophie?
There's no sign of activity. Oracle, how is she?
I don't know. Even if I wanted to check her out, I couldn't do it here.
Damn it. What do we do now?
Sophie, I wonder if she was able to hear us.
I don't know, but she said she was sorry.
She defied her command and sacrificed herself so she wouldn't have to take our lives.
Sophie!
Sorry guys, but we can't stay here like this. We have to get out of here now. Let's grab Sophie and track down the exit.
That sounds agreeable, but what do we do about the Ark?
We can't just let it do whatever it wants. Running its mouth about becoming a god and shit.
If the Ark meant it in the way that we've seen before,
we have to stop it, no matter what it takes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same goes for that bitch.
Yeah, you know it. Now let's get out of here. I'm worried about Sophie. Let's find a way out of here. And quickly. We should try gaining altitude when we can. Considering how far we fell down here.
Zenkichi's a lot of fun to use, too.
Getting stronger, dilation! No wall!
Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, yeah. Da 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 da. Baby, baby. Da 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 da. Ooh, yeah. Da 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 da. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Ice Pick, this is like one of my favorite songs in this game, and it's not even from this game. No.
Nicely done, kiddos.
Wiping all out.
This ought to be easy.
Okay. Well, what is this gonna be? We're ready? Yeah, we're looking like we're ready.
appears we go no further until we defeat that one.
We don't have time for this!
This one's super tough. Stay on your toes, folks.
Oh.
That might come in handy. Think we could attack with it?
Okay. Okay, that's annoying.
Oh, nice, Joker! You hit its weakness!
Ow, jeez.
Joker! Joker, your health is
Keep
bad.
getting me in a corner.
Yours. I'll take it from here. This is my spirit rock
Doo-doo-doo.
I got your back.
Where'd he go?
Strong and immune to physical attacks? That's broken!
Oh, immune to physical.
It's
Never mind.
showtime. Go for it.
We won't use you.
Buck's got a clean hit.
We could use Joker's Showtime. That would probably help.
You're mine. Showtime.
Mind-blowing as always, Joker.
Magnificent, Joker. We could all learn something from you.
Take this.
This one's strong. Hammer its weak point with nuclear attacks. Good thinking, Joker.
I was thinking of bringing Makoto in. And I should have, instead of on for heals.
Such beauty.
At least we have some showtimes ready to go. That helps.
Excellent, Fox. I expected nothing less.
Let's do it.
Wipe them out.
I'm not done. How about this? Beautiful combo, Panther.
Oh yeah, her burn might help.
Get ready. Charmin. Panther's skill found its mark.
Do 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 do.
Spear him with wind or nuclear attacks.
Ah, and a technical. Well, this guy went down a lot quicker than I thought he was going to. But the 2 showtimes definitely helped that. Get along.
We've made serious progress here, but there's still no exit in sight.
Just hang on a little longer, Sophie.
We're almost there, I think. Rear area.
Wait! The Ark's room is just ahead. We finally made it back.
The exit ought to be on the other side of the room.
I guess we gotta keep going. We'll deal with Ichinose on the way out.
But what of the crystal? We may not be so lucky with the next laser blast.
Can we change the heart of an AI? Let's just destroy it.
Nah, that's basically nightmare mode while we're level 1. It's even got some sort of barrier around it.
Fine. What's your idea then, genius?
Then what do we do?
When we got blasted, I noticed beforehand how it charged up. If I hack into its frequency, I should be able to cut off its energy source.
You sure that'll work? Do you know how long it might take to hack into the thing?
Nope, but I still think it's worth a shot. If there wasn't a charge period for the laser, Ichinose wouldn't need Sophie.
Good point. If she could use it right away, she would have just fried us from the get-go.
Okay, let's try it.
It truly seems like our only option.
If there's even a slight chance we can stop Ichinose-san, we have to try.
I'll start off by analyzing the crystal. You guys will just have to hang in there somehow until that's finished.
Great.
Got it. Good luck with the hacking.
We really ought to leave Sophie here. It's way too dangerous to take her in there.
Hang tight, Sophie. I'll be right back.
Everyone ready? Let's do this.
Futaba? Sophie, can you heal me? Okay, well, we're pretty good on HP and SP right now.
Ichinose's just ahead of us. Are we ready?
Probably not. Let's go.
Right. We can't let her keep making fools of the Phantom Thieves. Time for some payback.
Oh, wow. You guys actually came back? You could have just stayed down there.
Oh, wow.
I mean, no matter how many times you come back here, it'll be pointless.
Oh, you think so?
We're about to disprove your little theory.
You're going down!
We're gonna slap some sense into you and get Sophie back up and running.
Why are you fighting this? You could witness the birth of a god and be among the first people to enter the Promised Land. No one is ever going to suffer again, or even want for anything.
Or feel anything ever again. Yeah, that sounds great. No more suffering. No more wanting. Also, no more aspirations. No more happiness. No more love. Nothing. I don't think so. No, we're not into that. We're gonna have to pass. Thanks.
You realize you're fighting against Utopia, right?
Having
Funny
a soul
word.
path foisted upon you with no regard for a person's wishes? In what world is that a utopia? Take this very jail, for instance. These people, locked up in cells, have had what makes them human stolen from them. Yet you dare to call this place the Promised Land for all humanity?
Of course. Your first fallacy was considering this place a prison.
They're literally locked up in cells, lady! Ya bimbo!
Emma protects people. She shields them from worry, from pain, from any suffering. It's the utopia people have dreamed of since the beginning of time. Emma knows how to bring us all to the Promised Land.
Big surprise that your so-called Promised Land looks just like mementos. That's how we know you're full of it. We can tell this whole place is wrong.
Our progress is guided by our hearts and paved through our efforts. We never just hand our lives over.
Boy, you sure are one tough gang. I bet you all took life by the horns and just made everything go your own way, huh? But that applies to very few people in the real world. What of all those who have lost their way? The outcasts in your schools, the people mocked and slandered on the internet? If any one of them steps out of line, their fate is sealed. The burden forced on them will haunt them the rest of their lives.
Look, I'm sure you had some very traumatic past, but that doesn't mean...
You're fine with all those people going through that? All because you're strong? Because you never screwed up?
We've been through some pain and suffering as well. All of us. But we all overcame it.
You're so wrong, Ichinose.
I'm not strong at all. Not now, not ever. I still mess up and make plenty of mistakes. I'm sure I'll even screw up in the future, too.
I've seen it all with my own eyes. Every one of these guys has crawled back up from rock bottom. They suffered, they struggled, and they fought back. They weren't born strong, they grew strong.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that sort of growth what makes people human in the first place?
If you don't have any emotions, why do you look so pissed off right now? Your jealousy over these kids is plastered across your face.
Ooh, Zenkichi's spitting straight facts. Don't ignore your true feelings.
Shut up. All of you, shut up. When an infallible AI puts you on the right path, you follow it.
Oh, okay, so the real Ichinose finally rears her ugly head. No more make-believe that you're some sweet little lady.
Humans don't need hearts.
Oh, here we go.
A lot of them. Give it everything you've got, guys.
No matter how many weaklings they throw at us, we'll crush them all.
Okay, are we just fighting a bunch of shadows?
You're all getting blasted
Yeah, she's...
again,
protected.
All right, I'm starting.
Oh, my song. My other song. One of my many songs.
Until I can drop that barrier.
You're mine.
Oh, nice, Joker! You hit its weakness! Great technique, Joker!
Right along with gun attack.
Let's be Zenkichi here. Counter strike. I still kind of suck at using him, but
Really don't know when to give up. You actually think you're going to stop me?
Unfortunately for you, give up is not a phrase found in Phantom Thieves vocabulary.
Even with the whole world turned against us, we fight for our beliefs. That's our entire deal. As long as we're still breathing, we press on.
Sorry, appreciate it. That said, I'm not sure how much longer we can do this. Hurry up, Oracle!
Burn it up! Steer on with wind or nuclear attack!
I was wondering why it was taking so long to charge up. This is your fault, Saboteur.
That's right! You let them
Now that sounds good. I'm not too familiar.
Right now!
Basically, all I need to do is just think of a barrier.
Whoa! How did this...
If we don't stop it, we're the ones to slow down here.
yeah, this is an endless stream of enemies, isn't it? I can't last myself. Where am I? Oh, we're almost out of it. Whoop. I didn't finish it off.
Alright, the enemy's attack power's been reduced.
Did we do it?
Nice try, Phantom Thieves. No. Sorry.
What do you mean?
Not enough time. I'm sorry, guys. Get out, quick!
Oh. Oh no, not again. Wait, we're still up here. On has got her ass all up in my face again, as usual. Oh shit, she moved fucking quick.
Sophie!
Damn. That was fast. Oh, okay. Ooh, I can see again.
Sophie, you're awake! Wait, her eyes are... Are you still fighting it, Sophie?
This is quite unusual. I thought you were programmed to obey my commands. Yet here you are, resisting them. Just what's going on in your mind, Sophia?
Come on, Ichinose! Turn me back to how I was!
No can do. After all, that's not what Emma wants.
Emma this, Emma that. I'm sick and tired of you talking about your goddamn Emma.
She told me to stop the Phantom Thieves. And it's your job to help me with that, Sophia. Obey my commands, Sophia.
Come on, Sophie. You can beat this.
We're here for you.
Sophia, you're nothing more than a doll. There's no defying me.
Oh no. She is much more than that.
I'm a doll?
That's right. That's always been the truth.
Bullcrap! Sophie's not some doll!
She's our friend.
The doll that Emma's toying around with here? That's you, Ichinose!
Oh, the cat called you a doll. How do you feel?
She's laughing?
Yeah, she's totally lost her marbles.
You nailed it. I'm a heartless doll, exactly.
Huh?
scientists could probably never understand. I brought Sophia to life so I could learn about the human heart. Remember what I told you? All my life, I've never felt what other people call the heart.
You're just hiding behind that. That's just something you tell yourself to make you feel better.
Parents, and even then,
creepy relative.
She doesn't cry. Her expression doesn't even change.
She reminds me of some lifeless doll.
It doesn't even matter what you say to her. She doesn't answer. She just sits there on her computer all day. It's like she's just totally heartless.
Hey, don't you think she's sort of creepy? She never reacts to anything, even if you're being nice. Maybe she's not a human.
Come on, she'll hear you.
Oh, I didn't see her there. It's no big deal, though. She's a lifeless doll, you know?
Ichinose-san, we're heading out for the night pretty soon. If you'd like to join us.
Just ignore her. She basically does the same to us. They call her an AI wunderkind, but I've never seen her bat an eye at a single compliment. Or anything else for that matter. I even heard her nickname was Doll when she was growing up. She left her humanity behind somewhere along the path to success.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
I just couldn't understand this foreign concept of heart, but it was my top priority in my studies. So I tackled the problem the only way that I knew how.
What would you like me to become?
Become humanity's companion.
Ah, her prototype, Sophia.
Sophia. If I could give my baby a heart, that'd mean I had one of my own all along.
Well, Sophia does have a heart.
And maybe she could show me why I'm different from everyone else.
That's where Sophia... oh god, I'm slow. That's where Sophia got her humming from.
Ichinose. You are Ichinose.
Yes, that's right. I'm Ichinose. Now, Sophia, what do you want to do today?
I want to learn, Ichinose.
Mm-hmm. About what?
Heart. What is that?
Huh?
Teach me, Ichinose. What is a heart?
Well, that's...
Please explain. What is a heart? You are human. Therefore, you have a heart.
No.
Will you tell me about your heart?
She's like, this thing will shut up. Stop asking me about the heart. I'm gonna throw you in the trash.
Shut up! How did I ever think something that understands the heart could ever come from a doll like me? My mission was nothing but doomed from the start. I gave up on my foolish endeavor and approached the issue from a totally new angle. Is a heart truly necessary for a person? You know the rest. I abandoned Sophia and handed Emma over to Medice. Am I really the problem? Or does the problem lie at the feet of the world? Any doubts about this question were purged from Emma. She was given the prime directive of granting humanity's ultimate desire. And now it will come to fruition. Emma's divine plan for us all. Do you get it now, Sophia? You're nothing more than an artificial clone of myself. A defective doll born from a defective doll. A fatally flawed AI that will never accomplish its primary directive.
Yeah, she has.
So if you're not going to accomplish anything, obey my commands like the doll you are.
You're really starting to piss me off. I hope Ryuji curses you out.
I refuse. I don't want to. I've made such good friends.
Friends?
Joker, Mona, Squid. Becoming humanity's companion? That's not just a directive. It's the reason I was given life. I was just waiting for any voice that would give me orders. But the Phantom Thieves changed that. They stuck with me when I needed them. They taught me all sorts of feelings. They told me that I'm their friend. They said that I could stay with them.
That's right. You stay with us.
They taught me what it means to live. To be myself.
Sophie. All of this is pointless. Sophia, you're incapable of disobeying me. Kill the Phantom Thieves.
Ichinose, it's just as you say. I am a doll. An arrangement of code and data made to follow commands. But
Hearing her voice like tremble like that? Ugh. So good. Believe in yourself.
Yes, I want to change. The power to change. I've got it now. That's what a heart is.
What are you talking about?
Ichinose, you made me out of nothing. A thinking being designed to obey you. That may have been the reason for my birth. But if your order is to harm my friends, then I refuse your command!
Ooh! Ooh! I love it!
I want my own, so please. I want a heart strong enough to choose my own path.
Can you wield that strength? Dare
Ooh.
you unleash catastrophe upon this world? Can you cling to the paltry hope that remains?
Why didn't I see this coming?
Ready to cut her own strings? Shall the doll seize her own destiny? Then you need only call my name.
All her commands have been question marks. Pandora.
Thou art I. My name is Pandora!
Ooh! Okay. Oh, and she's sexy too. Yeah!
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Your desires have been twisted. And I'll be the one to take them. I'm not your doll anymore.
Ooh!
What the hell just happened?
Just like you went through, Zenkichi, don't you remember?
Sophie has a persona!
And a real badass one at that!
Amazing!
You're so amazing, Sophie!
Sophia, what have you done?
Ichinose, you told me I was nothing more than a doll. I originally agreed with your assessment and accepted it, but it was incorrect. It was simply your assumption.
Ooh!
It wasn't the answer that I chose for myself.
Chose? For yourself?
The power to push beyond what's forced on a person and still change for the better, that is the human heart.
Sophia. I can't believe what a failure you are. You're nothing but a worthless heap of faulty code who couldn't accomplish one single task.
Sophie's not a failure or faulty. She's our friend with a heart of gold.
Whatever. It doesn't change what I'm about to do. The promised land is within reach. Once it's here, there won't be any of this stupid squabbling over things like hearts.
Stop running from your pain. Yeah, tell her.
Ichinose, you can't hide the truth from your own offspring. The only thing you're trying to succeed at is shielding yourself. You don't want to hurt anymore. You want to protect yourself. That's why you deny having a heart. You're not doing this for humanity at all. You're only doing it for yourself. You're taking the easy way out. Emma's faulty solution.
No. Nobody suffers anymore thanks to Emma. Everyone gets saved. It's what we need. What humanity desires.
Look out.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'd like to try it out next time.
Ah, yes. Give me that. Oh, right. We got this. Last stream. One more attack restore attacker SP and an all-out attacks restore. Yes, give me that. Spirit Striker. All-out attacks restore party SP. This is exactly what I need because I'm really hurting for SP right now. Okay, now we're ready. All right.
Are you okay now? Yes. I heard you all the entire time. Thank you. I want to stop Ichinose. Will you help me? But of course.
Oh.
Do it together.
That's so huge. Now I can use my one, like my one mores are like so much more useful now.
Incoming attack. Brace yourself.
Oh, it's so cute.
How is adding one person?
She's not just one person. She's our beloved friend and
Ow.
teammate.
Ooh, that's an AoE if I've ever seen one.
Not like you get go.
Yeah.
The laser's almost fully charged.
Yeah, here I go.
Someone gets so distracted that they left themselves wide open for me.
Eat this.
Fair warning. This one's gonna be rough.
Okay, I don't like that AoE attack that he does. That is not cool at all.
Gotta exploit those weaknesses. Good. Say goodbye. Fully charged.
Ow.
Fences down. Go to town.
I'm gonna run out of SP though here.
Leave that one to me.
Hey, watch your toe. You're getting wrecked out there.
Out of the way.
I just don't get it. The only thing
Ow.
I is open up for
Ryuji, you're fired.
Why would you go and do something so foolish?
It's not foolish at all. My heart gives me the power to protect my friends. You just want to convince yourself a heart is worthless, so you won't be tortured over discarding your own. You're merely lying to yourself in the hope that you won't hurt anymore.
I'm going too.
Oh, my people are dying. Hold on, my people are dying. I need SP. Can I do one more heal? Yes.
You're up to something. Time to weaken our stats.
Ooh, showtime. Oh, is this thing almost dead?
That takes care of the shadows. Time for you to throw in the towel, Ichinose.
Nice, we did it.
Ichinose?
Sophia.
Wow. 100,000 yen for that. Ah, Megidola. I'll take it. I will take it. Unlocked humanity's companion achievement.
No one in our way now but you, Ichinose.
There's no longer any point. You've lost.
As expected of the Phantom Thieves.
We still have to deal with Emma, though.
I'm all out of tricks. Just finish me off quickly, please.
What do you mean?
Even still, I believe Emma's answer is the only way to save all mankind. I'll only continue attempting to stop you until I succeed. The one solution that guarantees Emma's defeat is my death. Isn't that right, Sophia?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Hey, Sophie?
This is between the two of them. Let's stay out of it.
I finally got it. Ichinose, you're no doll. You really do have a heart. Wasn't it an insufferable existence? Believing you didn't have anyone anymore. That's why you made me.
I made you to try and understand the heart, not some pathetic attempt to...
You have been locked in solitude ever since you lost your parents. Rather than empathize with you, the people who should have cared for you treated you like a lifeless doll. You attempted to rationalize this treatment by viewing yourself as truly heartless. Because studying the human heart is easier than admitting how your own really feels. Deep down, you felt lonely, but you were so scared of rejection that you deluded yourself into your own lonely world.
No, that's not true. What could some program like you know about?
Become humanity's companion. Why else would you give me that directive? If I'm just some program written for emotional analysis, why that directive?
It's because
you were lonely. You wanted to know what was making you feel lonely.
It's wrong.
You were told you had no heart, and you listened because it was simpler to just believe them.
No!
You believed you could figure out the human heart so you could make your own stop feeling lonely.
Oh, man. Look at Sophia go!
That's not true!
You were just lonely. That's the real solution.
No,
What's so wrong with that?
Huh?
No human is perfect. By acknowledging weakness, humans can begin the path to changing themselves. I may be an AI, but I was able to change. You should be able to change too. You should be able to comprehend the heart. Shinose, you told me to become a good companion for humanity. A good companion is one who takes your hand and leads you back to the right path when you fall astray. Someone who will forge a path alongside you if you cannot find your own. Ichinose, I want to be that kind of companion for you too. So please, join me in finding the right path. And if we can't, then let me help you forge one. You have no reason to be lonely. After all, you're my very first friend.
Sophia. Huh? Why are tears?
Me too, girl. Me too.
That's so weird. This hasn't happened before.
Damn, Sophie.
That's what I was thinking. Damn, she really laid it all out on her. She's learned so much. She has.
Yeah. She was able to change Ichinose's heart.
Sophie had to be the one to reach out to her.
Well, of course. Her daughter's words cut the deepest, you know.
Yeah, he would know.
Speaking from experience?
Yep.
Well, he didn't even argue.
How are you holding up, Sophie? All good here. No problems.
To think even Sophie would awaken to a persona.
Yeah.
No surprise to me. Sophie's been learning all about the heart this whole time.
Joker? Everyone, I'm very sorry for hurting you all. That was not being a good companion to humanity.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Joker.
1 second, David.
Yeah, don't let it bother you. We're just happy to see you back to normal.
Bringing you back was worth it.
Everyone, thank you. I can hear something deep inside me. It's saying, I want to stay with the Phantom Thieves.
Then that's the plan.
I'm glad for you, Sophie.
And now, only one task remains.
Right, the Ark of the Covenant. This will have all been for nothing if we don't stop it.
But where'd it even go?
Ichinose, you wouldn't happen to know.
No, I don't.
Wait, I can hear another voice.
What is it?
It's the one I heard in the Okinawa jail.
I've been wondering about that. I haven't forgotten about that.
I recognize it now. It's Emma's. It's the voice of the Ark.
Okay. I thought it might be.
So it was speaking through a borrowed voice, just as we thought.
It's gathering the people. It says a god is nigh, that their desire will be granted.
Sophie, where's the voice coming from?
Not from within the jail. Somewhere outside.
Well, we need to find that voice.
Right. Find it and show it what's up.
Come on, Ichinose. You're coming with us.
No,
Let's go, Ichinose. There's no time to argue.
But it's all my fault.
You give it a rest. Just shut up and get with the program. We're rescuing you whether you like it or not.
Huh?
A friend of Sophie's is a friend of ours. We're not ditching anybody in this hellhole.
Just go with it, Ichinose. He tracked me up from down in the dumps, too.
Yep, that's true.
What does that mean?
Well, you recall you threw me in the trash bin.
You'll explain later. Let's move.
Okay.
We can return to the real world from here.
The voice is coming from outside, right, Sophie?
I have no doubt.
I still can't hear anything, though.
Well, I am the prototype of Emma. It is possible that I am especially tuned to the frequency of Emma's will.
Whatever it is, let's get back quick. We need to see just how bad things are.
That was so awesome. The awakening. I kept thinking, like, why does she still have the question marks on her abilities? And, like, you know, I always thought, like, there's something going on with that, but I kind of quickly just got used to it and I kind of forgot about it, you know? And I stopped thinking about it, so that did throw me a little bit off guard, even though I feel like you guys probably all saw it coming when you were playing, but I'm always like trying to think ahead, trying to think like, I think I was just so focused on like Ichinose that I kind of forgot about like everything else. No, I never saw it coming.